What up, YouTube? This is ATZ123 IF Quad back with you again. I got my little 12-arm bubbler. It's a little bit of Candy Kush and a little bit of bubble hash loaded up. Really right now I'm just passing time because my power's out. It's been out for a good hour and a half now. I've been busy. You can tell my hair is safe and wet. I've been out in this rain. I'm going to take you a walk around my property here. I got trees down everywhere. I mean, I must have 20 limbs in my yard. I mean, I'm not just talking like small limbs. I'm talking like some stuff that's really got, you know, like some good girth on it, like 6-8 inch logs. I mean, I'm gonna have some firewood out of it. Don't get me wrong, but I got one still hanging in a tree right above my electrical lines, which that's not good. There's nothing I can do about it right now. I cut all the branches off. I'll get to that, but I was just I've been working my ass off ever since this storm hit, and I just needed to take me a little break and get my head right. The rain kind of slowed down, the wind quit. I mean, this wind was like bending trees this big around, like the tops of them almost to the ground. It ended up tearing up my roof on my home a little bit, so I'm going to have the roofers out and look at that. It's going to be a mess. And right now I'm just worried about my electricity being off. But and this limb just hanging. I mean, I'm lucky. I cleared the road off out here. It was completely blocked. The whole entire road was blocked. This tree, you can't see it, but it's right behind me. I'll take you over there. The whole top of it just snapped completely off. And if the wind would have been blowing the opposite direction, it would have for sure took out my front porch that I'm sitting on in my living room where I usually do my videos. So I guess that was the streaks of luck there, but I'll pick the camera up here and we'll take you guys on a little walk around the property. Side of my house here. You can see this one up here. Snap! Coming all the way down to the ground. I got two big ass fucking pine trees. Another big tree in the middle of that one stayed put for the most part, but this one you can see a big gap. I mean, here's the corner of my house. Here's my power line coming in. You can see here's another one down here. That you kind of see my power line there, the pole coming up behind the other tree, and then here's the lines coming in right above this, right here, coming in and meeting up with the house. So this thing's just hanging there by a thread right above that. I got it propped down this way, and I cut all the limbs off of this side of it, so hopefully it'll want to fall this way away from my power lines. And you know, it's going to be 6 foot from the house and every bit of 6 inches from them power lines. I mean, you can just see limbs down all over my yard. Here's a really big one hanging out of the tree there. It's snapped off. It just decimated my tomato plants. I come back through and staked them up as best I could with what I could do. Here's my little one, individual one, but just decimated them. I mean, just ripped this whole branch here, just clear off of it. Just ruined my tomato plants, and my onions just completely smashed my onions down too. But over here the damage wasn't too bad. I mean, there's limbs down still, you can see, but still my yard everywhere. Here's this big fucker, just hanging in the tree there. I tried to get this one down out of there, but it's caught in a V, so it ain't coming down on its end, or it ain't coming down unless somebody gets up there and cuts that chunk off. I mean, it just, you can just hear it just thunder and shit now. They said the worst part of it moved through and it's supposed to just be rain, but I don't have a weather radio or any of that shit. I can't get online. I guess I could get on my phone and get online, but I'm not really doing that. My big objective right now is just watching that and making sure it don't bust my lines down. Look at this tree here. This is what I was telling you about. There's my side of my house there, and my front porch where I was sitting. Here's just fucking took these tops out. These tops here, just hanging above these power lines here. Broken all down through here. I cleared this hole out of the road through here. I mean, you can see the size of some of these. They're pretty big. I mean, it's just fucking, you know, this one, you can't get your hand around it. There's another one just snapped off. I mean, you can see it goes clear down the damn road. This one here broke a few limbs out, but this is just, I mean, this whole tree here is just destroyed. There ain't but one limb left standing in the very top of it, and it used to have at least 3 or 4 of them that tall. There's one right here I can see now laying on top of the guide wire for the poles. I wish I could get that down, because if that tears down that line, that ain't gonna be good for nobody around here. There's another one. Nothing hit my propane tank though, which is good. That could have been bad. And you look down this way, right up there is where they all could have just, if those would have went the other way, it would have just landed right on top of my house, my porch. Barkley! What's that? Right here is the most dangerous thing I can find. I mean, it's on these guide wires here, and it's still stuck up in the tree. And then over, if you pull down here, just there. See that one hanging right over there? That's right above my power line coming into my house. Yeah, I've just been keeping an eye on that one. There ain't much I can do with that.
Yeah, the problem we've got is up there at the, it looks like World War II.
Oh man,
And Route 22 was almost closed. I was going in to get a
all this stuff here was all covering the road. I moved it all out of the way so I could get out of here if I needed to.
Yeah.
But
they had the big
I figured if that thing
22 and a power line was across 22, but where the car wash was,
man,
it's a mess.
Yeah, I mean, it is like 15 minutes. This thing just all happened. I mean, I pulled up some of the metal on the top of the roof and all kinds of shit, man. Yep.
All right. We'll see.
Take her easy. My neighbor stopped down by. Propane tank's still good. But that's about it. I mean, you can look down through here and see it's just all over. You can see it down there. Yep, you can look up here. There's part of my roof ripped up. Look, I get around here. There's another big piece of it ripped up. There's some more of it ripped up. There's the corner jacked up. Everything. Luckily, it's just down here on these ends. I don't think it's much up on the top, but I can't really get a good look at it. So it ain't leaking into the house and it ain't pouring down rain, but there it is. Like total like 15-20 minutes, just come through, flattened everything, ripped up anything that was loose in the tree, it broke it clear off.